Hey guys.
Get your serious face on.
Serious face. It got real quiet as soon as I said there was a camera on.
What does that say?
I'm gonna knock something off the damn counter.
Here,
Welcome
Judy,
to
you can scoot a little closer to me.
Roadkill.
You can scoot a little closer to me that he
Roadkill
can move up to his microphone a little bit there.
Oh, you can't hear me? I can hear me.
You can hear you just fine?
I don't know. You can hear me?
Let's turn up your volume here just a tad bit. There we go. Try talking.
1, 2, 1, 2.
There we go. That's much clearer now.
You don't want to hear him that loud.
Oh, when I get loud,
You don't want to.
You'll be turning me down.
Judy's like, I hear him every day. You don't want to hear him.
It's how you emphasize your voice.
Okay.
Especially if
You're mellow, and it's like, oh, we're just listening to a bunch of bull crap. And they say, no, but you don't know the real story.
You went full boomhauer there. Man, I'm just trying to get your damn it, man. What the hell did you say? All right,
Okay.
let's get this.
This could be a series of Beavis and Butthead, right?
Shut up.
Told you, what did I tell you?
Somebody's got to get hit though. So who do I?
I'm used to be. She hits me all the time.
She's like, this is why you're sitting next to Mark. Welcome back to the Roadkill Drums Podcast.
Are we having fun?
I'm gonna bang a drum. Oh shit, I died. Let me go.
All right. They said, welcome back to the Roadkill Drums Podcast. My name is Laurel. We got Mark of Roadkill Custom Drum Company down there on the other end. Today we are rejoined by episode 1 extraordinaires, Jim and Judy Taylor. Welcome back to the show, guys.
Hi, guys.
I'm even wearing, I can't show this on the camera, but
Yeah.
I'm even wearing the shirt.
Last time.
Can you tell squat in front of it?
Squat in front of it.
Yeah, that way you know it's on there.
There we go. It's too dark.
It's too
all right.
dark.
It's okay.
Well, I can turn the light on.
Here's what I can do.
We
I
got
can stand
AI.
right back here.
AI can fix anything.
Yeah.
I can stand right back here.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Now you should be able to see that nice and clear. Perfect. Jim and Judy. Has anybody met Trudy yet?
Oh, no.
I have once.
You know, she's been in there drinking that chocolate, whatever it was, for
The liqueur.
a long time.
I mean, look. Most of that bottle is still in there. I
No,
did
it
see
was
you
gone.
put down one empty bottle. I'm not sure what that was.
That was the same thing.
The same thing.
You brought 2.
No, Connie gave me the other one.
Oh, we are good to see Trudy tonight. That'd be great.
I hope not.
Well,
I'm already in trouble, so I'm not saying too
He
much.
is. He's always in trouble.
So anyway,
men,
I want to,
we don't know what we did.
Has it been a year?
it's been 2 years.
It's been
Wow.
2 years. I know,
It
right?
has been 2 years since we started. You guys were our first guests.
That's
And
crazy.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're so famous around here. Anybody that doesn't know, these are the famous Jim and Judy duo that did the open jam
Jim
for
and Judy's
years.
big
blah,
ass
blah,
jam.
blah. Yeah,
Yeah.
big ass jam.
I think almost every single person we have had on this show, especially Polk County local, has mentioned you guys with a big tone of gratitude and appreciation for all that you've done, especially with Jim and Judy's Big Ass Jam and what you guys are continuing to do.
Nice.
So you guys have quite the footprint.
Did you edit all the ones that say Jim's an asshole? You know.
No.
You didn't
Everybody already knew that.
I admit to nothing. I'm just kidding. No one's had anything bad to say. Everyone's had nothing but good things to say. And that tone has carried out even into Nashville, and we've been out there, and we've made sure that we've been like, hey, if you want to check out a really cool drum scene, check out the product of Jim and Judy Taylor's hard work down here in Polk County, Florida. So you guys have done a lot.
There are so many
What's
great.
his name?
Who?
That was up there.
Oh.
Lived down here.
The guy who does the cymbal welding. I feel so bad for. We're gonna edit out this part. We forgot his name. Jake.
Jake Weinbrenner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was on our show up there after he moved back to Nashville and stuff, and it's like he had to shout you guys out.
Oh,
It
nice.
was like,
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Jake.
yes.
He's doing good stuff up there. He got his cymbal welding stuff going back up again.
Wow.
So he's doing that light welding thing, so you're not adding
Laser.
material to laser,
High tech.
laser concentrated light. But that way you can re-weld like a cracked cymbal without adding extra material to it and throwing off the sound or balance.
That's weird.
That's nice.
That's
I just wondering how they're welding it with their It's a laser weld?
Yeah,
Yes.
so all it does is heat the metal and material that's already there so it can rejoin it without
So it
adding
fuses
extra
it
metal.
back together.
Correct, without adding extra material
But
in.
he does it at such a finite.
Fusion?
You're struggling with that.
Yeah, I don't know the word I'm trying to say.
It's a fusion. It's when
It's
you mix
so fine that it doesn't create the heat that would cause the cymbal to crack again.
Yeah.
So it doesn't harden it.
It doesn't harden it up, give it that hard spot. So it's a lot of metallurgy and stuff
Yeah.
I don't want to get into because I'll stutter even worse and look even dumber, even though I know what I'm doing. But yeah, he's been doing that, and anyway, he shouted you guys out. Back to
cool.
that.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Jake. Sorry, Jake. Love you, but Jim and Judy are the spectators here, or the not spectators.
We're actually-
I'm having a hell of a
What
time.
have you been drinking?
Bud Light. So it's like, how could this be happening? Must be the weed.
Shout out to Honeykin.
We need to come
Yeah.
up. We need to come up with a name for your drunk alter ego. We've got Trudy. We need to come up with your drunk alter ego, like I don't know, like Markth.
Mark.
Road jail or something, instead of roadkill. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. You can just make it Roadkill. That's your drunken alter ego. Anybody met Roadkill? Hi.
It's actually the other way around. You say, hey, you remember that guy, the guy that does the Roadkill drum? They said Mark. So they
Yeah.
It's a house word name.
We'll think about
Which
it. We'll
one?
come up with something.
Roadkill
Mark.
or Mark?
Well, actually, the Roadkill is more of a household name. Mark just goes with it.
Oh, okay.
Because we can't remember your name. We just say Roadkill. They say, oh, you're talking about Mark.
That's true. That has become pretty synonymous.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
That's a good thing.
I don't know, dude. You haven't told us the story behind the nickname Roadkill, so I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
Oh, God, I haven't told that on air, have I?
No, you have not.
So tell us.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go.
It is
Finally,
stupid as
2
shit.
years. I've been working on this for 2 years.
Did you
You're
kill
welcome.
a lot of
Okay.
like animals?
This is a
or
good night
something?
to do it because actually,
That drum set over there.
26 years ago, I joined a biker organization, not a club.
We talked about
The
that
name
inside.
of this was Creek Riders. I actually have the koozie right here.
Nice.
Of Winter Haven.
There you go.
We did fundraisers and stuff. We had the biggest party on Main Street in Winter Haven's ever seen. Played poker and got away with it. No, that's crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm loving the showmanship
course.
here.
Of
Was that
course.
before 610?
Yes. And I was actually on the council at the time, so I had a little, I ain't gonna say pull. I knew people, so it was a little easier to get the police and get everything, getting everybody on board to do. So
And you said had pretty wild parties here, I heard.
it worked. Yeah. Well, no drugs, just beer.
Women?
It's like
Who
women.
said anything about drugs?
I just saw your face. You made me nervous. I could tell what you were thinking. It's like, but no, it's fine.
I was thinking-
But anyway, let's get down to the story, okay? Get back to it.
Well,
Segue back into this. And what happened is at my first meeting with the Creek Riders, everybody's talking, and doing the meeting thing, and we were talking about doing a fundraiser, and everybody wanted to do a calendar with biker chicks on it, and I'm like, everybody does that. Raised my hand like an idiot, said, everybody does that. Why don't we do something different? And they said, like what? I was like, let's do Roadkill. They all just stopped, turned around and looked at me like, what the fuck did we just let into our organization? It's like we just voted this dumb fucker in here. It's like, what the fuck? So, so hence, after the very first meeting I had, the patch said Roadkill.
You didn't make a calendar of like different Roadkill?
No, I gave my best spiel.
So
I tried to sell it. Nobody went for it.
I don't think anybody would buy that.
But on the back, we didn't do that goofy ass girl calendar either. So,
see, my vision.
instead, we went fucking stupid and said, let's have a poker game on Main Street in Winter Haven. I'm like,
You want to know my
That's
version?
cool.
You want to know my version is a Roadkill?
Okay.
You were driving down the road, and you've seen this drum set sitting in somebody's trash, and you decided, I could take that and make that into something great. And you grabbed it, and you took it home, and you stripped it down, and redid the whole thing, and come back and brought it back to life. And that's what I think of Roadkill.
And that's exactly what happened. I mean, kind of. I didn't pick, I have picked them up. That's another story. But that's kind of what we based the business off of. The Roadkill name was because, believe it or not, I am kind of a hippie. I believe in recycling. I believe in your footprint, that you leave on this earth. Quit fucking wasting so much, people.
Yeah.
So I like that, and that's what it's all about. Even Connie's jewelry that she's doing now. It's all about taking what we already have that would be thrown in the trash and repurposing or recycling, making something out of it useful or just wanted by somebody else. Instead of going to the damn landfill where everything goes. And guess what? One day we're going to live on top of that fucking landfill if we don't stop.
Yeah.
No.
So that's my hippie shit is over.
Well, no, and there's something to be said about that. I'm going to kind of feed the beast here a little bit.
Hold on.
Like, I don't know the exact statistic, but it's like in the past 40 years, the rate of trash accumulation has gone up by like, I'm going to guess here because I don't remember the actual figure. It's like 400%. So
it's probably higher than that. And what blows my fucking mind is the biggest majority is the poor people. Mm-hmm. I mean, you go by a trailer park around here and there's more goddamn stuff in the garbage than the whole decent neighborhood combined.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
What is the problem? That's what we need to get to, is what is the problem and how do we fix it?
Me and Judy grew up, and the word for that is called trash pickers. We were trash pickers. We decorated our whole home from everything we could find from the rich folk that would throw all this stuff out, and we'd go down in our vans, and it happened once a year in Yardley, Pennsylvania, where all the rich folk would throw out stuff that looked brand new, and we'd go down and we would literally fight to get the trash off the curb. And I know
You'd have a car coming from the top of the street and a car coming from the bottom of the street.
People would throw out these big giant TVs, big consoles. Back then there were consoles.
Yeah.
And there was nothing wrong with them. They just wanted a new one.
No, I mean, Andy Johnson, who's with the Restless Natives up in Macon, Georgia, came down. We did a listening room with him. He played with Blake while he was down here. Very good guy. And he has a song called Dumpster Diving. And the story behind it was that when he was growing up, he lived out kind of in the sticks, so they didn't have the trash can at the curb thing. You had to take it all down to a dumpster in town, and there'd be people like heads poking up, and they'd be dumpster diving. And so he wrote a whole song about it that got pretty popular. And he goes, the times have changed now. You just throw it all away, and no one cares about it.
I have a 1957 Fender Esquire that I found in the trash. I still have it to this day. All the pickups, somebody had Elka-bonged it and threw it in the trash can.
Elka-bonged?
Elka-bonged, just like Elka-bong.
I was going to ask you.
They literally cracked the body, and my dad was a machinist, and also
something to be said about
something to be said about it. He was engraver for Martin Guitar and everything else. But I brought it home to him, and he's like, well, we can fix that. He drilled the body, pinned it, put it all back together, and then played with it professionally for a lot of years till he hit the bucket, and then I took it back. But that came out of the trash, so it's recycled guitar.
Well, that's a little part of your history I haven't heard about.
Oh yeah.
Your dad was a professional player.
Oh yeah, he played with Johnny Cash. He played with Minnie Pearl. He played with what's that lady with the
Earl Scruggs and
Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs?
Mm-hmm. No
but
shit.
He engraved
Jim Stafford. Did he play with Jim?
No, he didn't play with Jim Stafford, but he liked Jim Stafford.
Well,
Smothers Brothers, we were watching TV all the time, and we'd sit down and say, look at that guy, he knows how to play. He was like a Chet Atkins.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, is this going to be on TV?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're on TV.
I'm going to tell you a true story that Jim Stafford told me. He was the first person in TV history to give the world the finger on national TV.
Yep.
I'm going to have to research that to make sure it's true. But if he did.
He did.
By the way, that's Jim Stafford's up there. I mean,
He did a
Nice.
live podcast with us and a listening room.
If you watch,
And he is
he's
a great
playing
guy.
like Flight of the Bumblebee or something on the guitar. He's playing it, and they're taking the camera and they're going down the neck, and they make the little hole smaller and smaller, and he reaches down there and he pops up and he goes boing.
Oh, I've seen that clip.
He was the first time to ever do it. They let it go on air. So,
Well, they didn't have the 7-second delay they have now.
Right?
and I talked to him about it. He said, "Oh yeah, I was the first person." I said, "Well, that's pretty cool." Matter of fact, I announced it this week. He was out watching us.
Yeah.
He got on stage and played a couple songs, but he was out there in the audience. I said, "This is the first man to ever give the finger to the
On
world
live
on
TV.
stage on live TV."
that didn't get edited.
That
No.
did get edited, yeah.
Well, that brings to light.
That shows
so-
you a little bit about what was happening back in the 70s.
Well, he did write Wildwood Flower, right?
Wildwood. Well, no, he didn't write Wildwood Weed, but he redid it.
He redid it.
I can't remember the name of the artist. I feel so bad. I can't remember the name of the artist that originally wrote it, but they wrote it like back in like 1930.
I thought
or
they
something.
wrote it together.
No,
No, it was just, okay.
he repurposed it. From what I understand, it was an old like classic country tune that was like kind of on the back records, and it was just kind of back
Probably
there.
Waylon.
He
It was
revitalized it.
probably Waylon.
It's
He was a
it's kind of like what's the band that the Earth band that redid.
You were talking about me forgetting stuff.
I know. I know.
Ah, this is fun. You
I
can't
know.
edit this
Oh
part.
my God! What's
Okay.
that song?
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen said his song was never made famous until someone accidentally confused it with a women's health product.
Vagisil.
Born to be Wild? No.
No. It was a Bruce Springsteen song, but it was kind of an under the radar song until another band covered it, and they mispronounced part of it, and it sounds like he's talking about it. Oh, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Yeah.
So Manfred Mann.
Manfred
Earth
Mann.
Band.
Yeah, and the Earth Band. That's what it was. I was close. I was close. You guys watched. I was
You had,
struggling to get there.
you had just had to do the blinded by the light and revved up like a
Actually,
deuce.
he was from
'cause
Jersey,
that's
right?
not how
Yeah.
I ever seen it.
When I
No,
grew up in,
I never
when
knew
grew
what
up,
they
I
were
grew- I was
saying.
born in Jersey, but
Okay.
when I grew up, nobody liked him.
Manfred
shouldn't
Mann.
say-
Manfred
No.
Mann?
No, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh.
He had that raspy voice, and everybody said, "Man, what is?" It? But it grew on people, and then he became Bruce Springsteen.
Well, he's also just a hell of a showman. Like, regardless of like, you can go back and listen to. He's got so many live albums, and you can hear some of them where he's really straining with his voice. But he's such a showman, you can tell the audience doesn't care.
Well, if you had to be there.
Yeah, exactly. One of those you had to be there.
I
kind of
remember
thing.
being there saying, at that
Contact
time he was
time.
competing against Leonard Skinner and a lot of them Southern bands. So it's like, who's this guy from Jersey? And it took on. So he went from 0 to nothing in a short amount of time.
I mean, there's a new documentary movie or a biopic, I should say, about him that's either out or coming out soon. I remember seeing some things about it. I need to look into that. But
Well, I'm sure he started like a lot of people. They started.
Well, let's talk about
rough.
your dad again.
Yeah.
Because I want to know more about this. I've known you for a long time. Well, not a long time.
who was
10
your dad?
years
Well, let's
probably.
throw the name out there. People can look it
Ray
up.
Taylor. Ray Taylor was like I said, he worked for Martin Guitar. He did all the banjos from 1970 to 1972. Hand engraved them all. I talked to a guy out there at Martin.
The Martin Museum.
The Martin Museum. He's running it now, and Dick Pope, I think his name was, and
Richard.
he turned. Yeah, actually, I don't know if it was or not, but his first name's Dick. I still got the cue card that my dad wrote on that says he delivered a lot of the hardware to him personally. At that time, he was in sales and design and all that. And then as he got older, he moved into the museum. And when I was saying, "Hey, I got all his tools. You want them?" He said, "Oh yeah, I know your dad." I went, "Wow, you do?" My dad passed away a long time ago.
Yeah.
So he said, "Bring him down." And then we got talking about, I got a 55 Martin D28, which is, how do I say the word? I can say butchered, because he hand engraved the whole guitar.
That was his
back, front.
practice engraving.
He practiced on that guitar.
Oh.
But according to him, because he was an employee of Martin, it didn't take away the value, it added value. So it's still hanging on my wall. And the family don't want me to get rid of it. And it's like, one of these days I want to take it up there and just say, put it in your museum, because I don't play it.
Yeah.
I'm scared to play it.
That would be cool.
It's just one of those things that,
I think so too.
It's just, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I've got that sitting in one side of the wall. I've got the Fender that I found in the trash.
Yeah.
That was
rebuilt.
I think that's the name of this episode is Trash Guitar.
The banjo that was
It's
stolen
actually,
off the train.
It's it's Roadkill. It was a Roadkill guitar that was put back together, kind of like your drums. Ain't it?
Yeah, no, I do think that's a message that needs
Listen
to
to
be
the young
perpetuated. Like,
people.
stop getting rid of your old drums and just start refurbishing them.
Listen to the young people. You can take shit out of the trash and make it better than what your dumbass thinks you need to buy for $10,000.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I was probably 10 or 12 years old, and I remember finding
Not that all young kids are dumbasses, but most of you are.
I remember finding a Diamondback BMX bike, which at the time was probably a $200, $300 bike. Just
That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, and well, I mean,
I was a BMX
like 2000.
rider, if you can't believe that. I've got trophies in my garage.
Yeah, I know. Well, I
But you know what? Back in the day, you're right. The Roadkill or trash is where, if you didn't grow up rich, you would go out there and say, I found my first radio that had the two-side speaker, a record player.
Yeah.
Two-side speakers that came off, you set them against the wall, and I took it home, and it wouldn't spin. So I pulled the little, I think it was a snap ring. I pulled the little cover off. And
Put the rubber band back on.
Put the rubber band back on, and I had me a nice stereo system. Now, my buddy down the street, he was a rich boy. His mama bought him all that stuff. But my room, I had the radio set up, had my own TV at 13 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Found it in the trash, took it home. My dad said, well, check the fuse. Sure enough, the fuse was blown. Put it back in there.
13 years old, it was still black and white, wasn't it?
It's still black and white. It was.
Back in his day, yes.
It was black and white. So I had me a
was gonna
TV
say,
in
when I
my
was
room.
13, it was still
I
black
had
and
me a
white.
cool record player.
No, I mean, there's something to be said about that. I remember, like, just
Refurbishing.
A very good friend of mine in Georgia, she kind of got me into, like, yard sailing. And we went out one time, and I was like, all right, we're just going to find a bunch of, like, old crap that doesn't work. And we found some stuff that, it didn't work. But the people selling it just didn't know how to fix it.
Yes.
And I got a whole PA system for, like, $100. I think it was a Mackie, if I remember correctly. And I fixed that thing up. I used it until I ran it into the ground.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed what you can find.
The
if you
majority
put
of the
word into
drums
it.
I get are from people that I'm going to tell you live that are just too fucking lazy to clean them themselves. Mm-hmm. I mean, literally. And back to the poor people. A lot of
You can't
times
say
it's
that.
them.
They don't have the time.
Oh, bullshit.
They're spoiled. I think they're spoiled. Their parents spoiled them.
They're
Gave them
fucking
everything.
lazy.
Well, yeah,
They're
I mean,
lazy
there's
and
probably a
their
lot of
whole-
different circumstances.
They're
but
lazy.
Yeah.
They're lazy. Their whole fucking attitude is buy new, not fix.
Here.
I mean, that's kind of the
And I
general
buy these
ideology.
drums-
of
Did
the
you have?
modern era.
Did you ever have hand-me-downs? Did you wear your brother's?
Well, no, I was the oldest, so a lot of my stuff got
Yeah.
hand me down. But I do remember getting like clothes from like the church like community yard sale and going. I remember it was my favorite shirt for a long time. It was like this soccer shirt, but it breathed really well, and I used to run around a lot as a kid, and I loved it. And it was my favorite shirt for a long time.
Hey.
We got it for like $2 in a bin.
I
at
think
a
this
yard
should
sale.
be called Roadkill. This is all about everything you can find that's been killed, brought back to something better than it was when it started,
I'm
or
not sure.
equal to or better.
I wouldn't say we killed it. Somebody did.
Well,
You know, we didn't kill
Well,
it. We
there's-
brought it back.
there's-
We're the good people.
there-
We're the bringer backers.
There's a reason the mascot's a vulture.
Yeah.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
It's like-
it's an old saying, but it's true.
It's on the back of my shirt too. That is.
Yeah.
So
We got some.
It fits me better. I got
some
a nice radius
You
going
don't
on
need
there.
to stick your thumb in those.
Well, I'm drinking. I got to lean back.
it's like most people never see the drum company at
Right?
the bottom. You got it right out there for everybody to see.
Damn.
Let me turn my Heineken back around so they can see that.
I'm glad we're sitting over here.
Right? Jeez.
Are you?
Oh my gosh! But anyway, speaking of out with the old and in with the new, you guys know that for about a year we ran the listening room at Laugh Out Lounge. We did
Yes.
the private music events. Sadly, that has been put on hiatus and has kind of gotten, for all intents and purposes, shut down. But we do have something new in the works that we're calling After Hours.
Nice.
And we go into a
He
venue.
does. I'm out of this. I ain't got time for that shit.
Well, you didn't really do anything with the listening room either, so let's be real.
I'm just on there in name.
Yeah, well, your Roadkill Podcast and Roadkill Custom Drums is a silent sponsor. We'll say
There you
that.
go.
But what we do is
I'm a good supporter, like a jock strap.
I can guarantee some of this will be edited out.
that's the name of the episode. I'm a good supporter, like a jockstrap. That's the name of this episode.
He never edits my shit. He just admitted, I left some of mine in on this other podcast because I felt guilty.
Yep. Anyways,
Anyway,
So tell us about After Hours.
after hours. So we're going to be
Dick's
distributing
Sporting
this.
Goods, while they're doing it, during the song and stuff, I get to shoot a shotgun with blanks.
Yeah.
And we have
That is not
decoys
official.
falling out of the sky.
Sounds like, what are you doing? You got all this stuff trickling down the roof? Well, that
Jesus Christ.
sounds pretty cool.
You'll know he got some if he shouts out, "We're having squirrel boudin balls tomorrow."
Well,
Hey,
I
you
think
ate them and you loved
They were
them.
good. They were good. I'm not complaining.
I
about it.
think
I just love the story.
I think
They
in
were
the
song
middle
shoot.
in the middle of your podcast, while you're doing that with all that's going on, you need two cops to walk in and say, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?"
I was just going to say, I'm shooting fucking ducks.
Yeah.
What's it look like?
I can just see that. It's like, the cops just walked in,
What the fuck? That would be funny. But no, we're.
Let's invite Grady.
Well,
I've got a few venues that I'm
Grady,
talking to.
Grady
but Tanner's
Judge
is
would
doing the
probably
first
love
one.
to do something like that. So.
We'd go viral instantly.
Oh yes, and the store would make credits over that. The store would get their name and lights. Grady Judge would be up there on the main page, and here you guys in the background would
So,
say,
Dick's Sporting Goods,
yeah,
if you're interested,
and Grady Judd
Hit us up.
call Laurel.
Hit him up.
to represent a local business,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
make Polk County great again.
I swear to God, if I wind up on Wheel of Fugitive, because of this,
On Wheel of Fugitive.
What's that?
Now let's talk about your dad again, because that's the only side.
maybe that'll be the title of this episode. Let's talk about your dad again.
I got something to talk
Hey,
about.
Judy,
I got something to talk about.
Okay. What you got?
What?
I can talk about this. I think we were at
Famous last words.
we were at Roy's Fest.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Big
that was
event.
awesome.
Thousands of
there.
people showed up. Roy has sponsored musicians from. You need to get him on here.
Last 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we met Roy back at the Big Ass Jam, and he
That's where
come
I met
in.
him.
He come in and he seen the need because a lot of musicians come and say, "Hey, what are you playing this weekend?" Nobody would know.
Yeah.
And he seen that need and he filled it, and then he just went. He just went national.
Oh, I asked him way back then. It's like, we should work together and let's do something to make this. And he's like, I'm not interested.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he is totally selfless is the right word.
Yes.
And wants to support the musicians and the venues. I mean, he does a great job every week for the last 10 years and never accepted a penny for it. If he's got a drink at a bar, I don't even know about that. But he's just, just does it out of the heart, you know. And that event for him, I thought it was a great thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
So while we're at this event, like you said, we know a lot. We know so many people. We don't even know people.
you knew everybody.
They
there.
come up and they say, "Hello, hi Jim, how you doing?" I'm like, and Judy will have. I'm losing it. I'm getting. And what do you call?
That's why I have
remember
Connie.
shit, you know?
Connie's the same. I
So
have
Judy
the
will
same
say, "Make sure you say hello to them because, they're always helping us, and we know them on Facebook." I'm like, So I don't remember some people. Now there are some people I can't forget. So while we're at Tanner's, now this is kind of weird, but
Okay, bring it on.
this girl walks up to me, picks her shirt up, and shoves it over my hat while I'm standing there. And I'm looking at two boobs going like a duck or deer in headlights. And I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? All I know is my head goes forward. I come back up. I come back out, and everybody's looking at me. And I look at Judy, and she's like, I don't think you put her up to it, did you?
Oh, sorry.
Of course.
Just kick the table.
I didn't mean to. I know.
Of
I disrupted the whole thing.
Look,
but
I can
opener.
attest to what you're saying, Jim. As a married man, if that happened without my wife around, much less with my wife around, my heart would stop, and I would be like, "What's about to happen?"
My heart would stop because all the blood went to my dick, and I fucking had a heart attack.
We have
go back to the Sarah Palin story.
No, we're not. That's already been aired.
Because we know a lot of people and a lot of musicians that's played out at Roscoe's, and they're raising money for that. I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
Because we do follow a lot of musicians that play at Roscoe's and all, and these big cookout things, and they're raising money. We end up in predicaments sometimes we don't know what we're going to end up with, and
you end up in predicament.
Judy's the good girl, but I don't know what they all said to her behind my back. I don't want to know. But I'll be sitting there and somebody will come and say, Jim, they're doing a glow color. We paint the girls different colors.
Yeah.
And she walks up to me and I'm not using her name because I don't know if I...
No, you're
but
fine.
you know who you are. She comes up and says, Jim...
So we saw it on video.
Can you paint my ass? And I went... And I'm like, I looked at Judy, I looked at everybody around me, and she's like, what am I going to say now? No? I can't say no, so I got to step up to the macho plate.
Well,
so what
I got a question.
So
I love that you're
how big
pretending
was the canvas?
to not want to do
it was
any
a
of
nice,
this.
it was a nice canvas.
Yeah. Oh, then hell yeah.
The look on your
I
face
can show you the
says
picture.
it all.
You see his little halo?
Yeah.
So
I also see the two horns holding it up.
So when you think about what am I going to paint on this canvas, first I'm thinking, a bullseye. So I put a big bullseye on her ass, and then they raised like $3,500 for homeless people and stuff like that. And I'm like, it was a really good event.
Yeah.
But because she was sponsored and she knew me, and I think she knew she had to embarrass me, and that's exactly what she did. Same girl that put the shirt on my
Everybody
head.
loves to embarrass poor Jim.
Yes, and I will
Poor
turn
Jim.
and I will turn blood red.
Oh yeah, we know it glows across the room.
Yeah. We see it now.
The temperature in the building rises, and everybody goes, "Oh, someone embarrassed Jim."
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Put it down.
How do you drink these Heinekens?
Hey, that's empty.
No, it's not. I got one of your full ones.
You stole one of my beers.
Well, I'm out of Bud Light.
Well, maybe put hair in your chest.
I got one. It's gray
Jesus Christ.
and curly.
Hey, where were we, honey? So, you know when women come up to you and go, you got this shit on you. Well, I'm standing there, and somebody reaches up and tries to brush my shirt off, and they grab a hold, it's the hair coming out of my shirt. And I'm like, ow, that hurt. Oh, I'm sorry. Judy does it all the time. She constantly...
Yeah,
She waits-
I'm not as old as you, but
waits till I
I've
get
never
in the
had a
middle
hair
of
so
the
Your
story.
short.
shirt, your shirt is that pasta strainer with the spaghetti noodles poking through.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to get the tight knit stuff that couldn't get through the holes.
Oh my God, I can't wait to air this.
You asked for it.
Red cheeks
I'm
are
so
Happy
glad I
2-year
did.
anniversary.
Happy
of the
2-year
Roadkill
anniversary. I wish I
Podcast.
had a drink to
Oh
choose
my
all with.
gosh.
We
I
should,
can't believe
we
it's
should
been
talk
2 years.
about Judy a little bit because
No. Judy's not here.
Trudy's not.
Judy.
There we
You
go.
can cheers with that because they ain't
Isn't
drinking
that
water.
like against the law? The drinking laws or something?
To 2 years.
I can tell you, I've seen Judy table slide or table surf.
Table surf.
Have you ever seen my table surf?
Yes.
Put tables down the
You
slide
ever
all
car
over.
surfed?
Huh?
You ever car surfed?
Car surf.
Yeah.
Behind a car with like
No,
bumper
on
run?
top of a car.
Oh no.
Oh,
I've done it in a truck bed.
I did that in the Army. That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's different from
Me and my buddy Spud, we'd go down. Hey, Spud. He's in New York, Albany, just so you know where he is. And we smoke pot. And we were in Louisiana at the time, Fort Polk, Louisiana. Talk about a fun place to be. And we'd go to Pied Pot in this neighborhood, sketchy as fuck. And we'd drive in there, $10 out the window, get her bag, whatever. Well, we decided,
Down on South Street.
no, this was sketchier than that. And we decided, well, we're going to car surf through here. So I let Spud drive my car. I jumped up on the hood and I'm surfing. We're going 30 mile an hour down the roads and stuff. Stupid
This
shit.
explains a lot.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did they put on the brakes?
Well, yeah, he did. And I almost fell off. And I hit the hood. And then I jumped. It didn't even get off the car. It was still rolling. I climbed in the passenger seat. He climbed out the driver's seat. I got back in the driver's, still rolling. This is how dumb we fucking were. Still rolling down the road. And he gets on top and he does the surfing. And I, of course, get him back, hit the brakes. He about run over him.
I can't hate. I've done dumb things like that too.
Yeah.
Tied a rope
Yeah,
on the
they
back
make-
of a car
they make-
and then put someone on a sled behind it, went 40 miles an hour down
Okay.
a snowy neighborhood street.
When you're 17 years old, you're in the fucking army, everybody thinks you're at least 18. You're in a state where drinking is 18. Yeah.
Yep.
I hear Bo in the background going,
Well, we would bumper ride.
ass.
Bumper ride is when you just grab a hold of bumper. Do
In the
not
snow.
do it without your hands. You have to have gloves on. Because if you grab a bumper,
How
a
about we
steel
just don't
bumper,
do it at all?
Well-
I got kids. I got two
well,
boys. So
it-
we're not doing it at all, boys.
How else would you get home? So when
In
it's
the
snowing
car.
out, you got to go. The old saying, we walked to school uphill in the snow. We did. And the way we got home, we'd grab a hold of somebody's bumper when they go down. We just ride it down. But you better have gloves on.
Yeah.
Because the snow will freeze your hands to the bumper and they will drag you.
Oof.
That's true.
That
That's
sounds
not
like
that's
a-
not folklore.
And it's hard to pee on your hands while you're
Oh,
going
yeah,
down
you
the
can't do
road
that. Nope.
to get them unthawed.
Nope.
I mean, that's a trick. It's like if your fingers or anything sticks
Oh
to
my
something,
gosh.
you pee on it to thaw them out. I mean,
My wife has a story.
Have you ever
I'm
wrote
gonna,
your
I'm
name
gonna
in the
tell this
snow?
story. I'm going to tell this story real quick. My wife has a story when she was in the Navy and she was stationed up in Chicago at the training center. And they're out in front of one of the training buildings is one of the huge, like 8-foot tall ship props. The freaking copper steel prop just sitting out there is like a statue or trophy. And in the middle of this ice storm in Chicago, someone had stuck their tongue to it. So for a couple of days, you would just walk in and you just see this spot and then blood running down. They had to send out like a baseline message: do not lick anything metal during this snowstorm in Chicago.
well, don't use your tongue because they got to pee on it to get it off.
That was big. That was flagpoles. Everybody told and drove up and through. People would put their tongue on a flagpole and get stuck on it.
We've all seen A Christmas Story. It's
Yes.
real.
Yeah.
Yes,
do
it is
it.
real.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we're in
That's
Florida where we
why.
don't
That's
have
why
that
we're
problem.
here. We moved to Florida because of.
We're dumbasses and stuck our fucking tongues to the poles
Nah, I never
and
did
bumpers.
that. Never did that.
So
Not
Florida's
me.
just the pole lickers?
I did.
I am not a
You know, a
Polish.
lot of them are.
I did used to play chicken on ice, and chicken was where you got on thin ice.
Oh, and so you could get to the thinner ice before they chickened out and ran off?
No, chicken was when the ice is moving like this. When you walk across it, and you weigh probably back then I think I weighed 90 pounds. Little guy. Only time I like to be the little guy.
Yeah.
And the guy behind you weighs 150 pounds, and he's 5 foot taller than you, and you say, "Your turn," and you look back, and boom, right through the ice in that cold water. Yep. That was chicken on the ice. You would play. You would literally try to skate across the thin ice without falling in. So when you're a little guy, you could go. I could skate across, and you could watch the water like a wave do this, and then you take your foot and stamp it down, and it would spiderweb. And the guy behind you would say, "You son of a bitch!" And he'd go and he'd hit that little crack.
You know,
Kaplunk.
I bet you've driven a vehicle on ice.
I have.
A car, not a four-wheeler.
No,
or
I think,
snowmobile.
I think Judy drove our van on the ice out there when we go before you go ice skating.
Yeah.
They get flags. They put flags out when it's green.
Yeah.
You could drive,
You
and
could
when it
drive,
wasn't,
huh?
you couldn't.
Yeah. They do that at the lakes up in Colorado in the Rockies, so you can do that.
Fucking Wisconsin, where some of my family's from, it's like they can't wait till winter because it takes them 30 minutes to get to town. If the lake's froze or the river, they can drive across in 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
You know, they're there.
Yep.
I still wouldn't do it.
We were just up in Colorado for this past Christmas, and unfortunately, we were there before all the snow hit. But at night, the lake would partially freeze over. But then by lunchtime the next day, the ice would recede a good 100 yards. But if you woke up early enough, you could look out there, and there'd be like a Ford F-150 out there with a tent and guys fishing. way out there, and you're like, we better hope they watch it.
Right?
Keep an eye on that ice before they find themselves swimming home.
Well, not to change the story too much, but
Let's talk about your dad.
no, let's talk about how me and Judy met. A lot of people don't know.
No, you already told that story.
Did I tell that story on air?
Yeah.
When?
I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
Oh,
You
now
don't need
who's
to tell
blushing?
that story.
Now
Yeah.
who's blushing?
Oh, after you just sit
Okay.
there and listen to the story of me and Connie, but
Yeah. Well, here's what happened.
she's not on air.
I worked at a potato chip factory, and Judy came in at 14 years old to work with her mother, over on Note.
14.
14. Her mom, Rosie, Rockin' Rosie.
Yeah.
She worked there, and she brought her daughters in to play. And me and a guy was up at the cooker, and we seen the two girls coming in, and then we found out they were 14, and we just turned our backs like, nah, they're too young.
Smart.
So, and
Smart.
that was true story. So we worked there for a while, and there were all these little teeny boppers running around, and we didn't think nothing. Well, the teeny boppers blossomed, and she got to be about. But no, let me get back up.
Still underage. Still underage.
Still underage.
So-
But while Judy was 14, they would have Christmas parties.
I was 15.
The Christmas parties, they would sneak wine in, and the wine was done. We did this at the plant, so the bathrooms were like all the way in the back. Anyway, all of her girlfriends come up to me, about 4 of them. Judy Beth locked herself in the bathroom. They called her Judy Beth. Locked herself in the bathroom. Can you get her out? She's in there eating sick. So at that time, I was kind of the maintenance man. So I went to the bathroom. I climbed up the wall, took the ceiling tiles out, lowered myself down. She's hugging the toilet. And I walked up to her and I grabbed her by her hair. And I pulled her head up out of the toilet. I took my finger and I shoved it in her throat. And I put her head back in. And I walked.
And you married him.
And I
What
walked.
the fuck?
And I
How
walked.
could you not marry somebody like that?
I walked to the front door, unlocked the door, and said, "There you go." And and that was it. I never dated her. I just helped her out because she was. I felt sorry for her. She had
Love
the dry,
at first
she had, she had the dry heaves. But finally, about when she hit 16 and a half to 17, I think I was like, I don't know, 19
Okay,
20.
Judy, we just got to know for this episode, since we have one that says, have you met Trudy yet? What's his ego name?
I don't know.
We got to have
I gotta
one
think
for
of
Jim.
good one.
Jim's just always been Jim. I've been this way.
Jim is his drunk name. No one remembers his sober name anymore.
So let me tell you, it gets better because now that she's kind of age, dating age, I asked her to go to Atlantic City with me.
16.
It was still legal. It was legal. So
16 was legal then?
Yep.
I ain't that.
I was only 19, I think. I think I was 19 or 20. But so I
So many
invited her
questions.
to Atlantic City. Now I had a 77 Chevy van, just like the sound, like the record. And I asked her and a bunch of other people to go to Atlantic City, and I thought, well, on the way down, I'm going to hit on her, see if I can date her. So I kind of dated her a little bit on the way down. Things were looking promising. We get down there, we're all drinking. It's 2 a.m. in Atlantic City. And we're living in Pennsylvania, so we're about 2 hours ride home. So I go into a telephone booth, if y'all know what that is.
Yeah.
I go to a telephone booth, and I have her call her mom to see if she can stay the night under the boardwalk in Atlantic City. So she says, she calls her mom, and I get on the phone. I said, "Hey, Mrs. Yeager, Rockin' Rosie, can Judy Beth stay the night? Because we're all down here drinking, and I don't really want to have to drive home at 2 a.m. She says, "Sure, Jimmy, no problem." She liked me. So she let me talk to Judy.
Under the boardwalk.
So let me talk to Judy. So I come out, I'm high-fiving. Judy goes in, I come out, I'm high-fiving her. We're staying the night. We're going to party all night. And you know what I got on my mind? What every dog has on his mind. So Judy goes in the telephone booth. Next thing you know, she comes out and she says, "My mom wants to talk to you." And I'm thinking, I thought everything's okay.
Yeah.
So I go back in. All I hear is, "You get my daughter home right now." And I went, but no, you get her home right now. So we come out and we drove 2-hour ride home, and I didn't date her. We didn't date again for 2 months or something afterward. That was the end of that relationship.
Now, my side of the story was I went in the phone booth. My mom said, "Jimmy wants to stay the night down in Atlantic City. Do you want to stay with him?" I said, "No." So she said, "Okay, put Jimmy back on the phone."
she said she knew what I was up to.
I
She
knew what
knew
he was up
my
to.
mind was. So I just figured, well, this ain't working out. This date didn't work out too good.
Was
So
it that lump in those fucking corduroy little shorts you had on?
Oh my god!
No, he had cut off jeans, little phrase,
That's
Daisy
just as
Dukes.
bad.
Hey, I still
That's the poor man's version of the
I still
corduroy.
had the Converse on and the T-shirt. So,
Oh my god!
but about
Okay, did your van have teardrop fucking windows
Yes.
in the back?
Yes.
You were a creeper the whole time.
hey, not only did it have the teardrop windows, it had the fur padded ceilings with mirrors in the roof and silk
In the bed.
and
Yeah.
silk red blankets
Sheets.
with chandeliers on the wall.
Did you have the dice in the window?
No, I didn't. No,
Okay,
I
you
had
did the dice.
I had a quadraphonic stereo in my
He had
console
one of them waves.
with a hydraulic wave that would go like this with lights behind it that flashed to the music. It was a cool until the alcohol melted through the plastic and got in my radio, and then it was all trash. I had a gull wing door where you pushed a button and the door would open up like this. I lost a few people driving that way. But it wasn't till like 2 months later on Halloween, I was driving around and I pull up to this mansion called Bolton Mansion, and I see these two girls coming down the hill, and that's pretty good from the hill. And then they come down, it's like, oh, it's Judy. Thinking, well, why don't we try this again? We say, hey, what are you doing, girls? You want to go for a ride? And that's when we actually started dating. But that's a true story. It started out with the head dunk.
He didn't
and-
like me. He liked my friend.
Well, she had big boobs. That was Rochelle.
Well, you're lucky what you got, because big boobs after age turn into knee pads.
Oh my god!
I've seen it happen.
We have a saying in our house: if it was meant
Just
to be,
roll them out.
if it was meant to be, it was meant to be.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and that's it. Well, I heard that's how you kind of met.
Look at him.
I
This
am-
is on film,
I
too.
can-
Look at him. He's just...
I can hear Nathan Allen, Mike Lee, and Joe Lamons all in my head, and I'm trying not to let any of those voices out because I got
giving
nothing.
them all
To,
material here.
oh my god, Love at First Gag is probably the best thing I've heard tonight. That might be the name of this episode.
It's crazy, but it is a true story.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
well, she's gonna stay the night. It's just, Mom, I don't want to gag again.
Not that he can make me, but...
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! And I'm sorry, I couldn't
You're good.
resist.
You're good.
That one slipped through. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
It's all good.
Wow, what a ride!
What fun.
So now you know how we met. But back then, I was not I didn't know the people that I hung with were they were dangerous people. I'm telling you, I lived in Philadelphia, where I lived from. Some people didn't make it. I mean, literally.
Fresh
murdered.
Prince had to go up to California.
They were actually murdered, and some of the people I knew that murdered people that I knew, I went, how the hell why did you tell me that? You didn't tell people. Now, there's got to be a statute of limitations here.
Yeah.
But I didn't know until after the fact. I knew they were talking about things, and then I found out you're better off not knowing anything. So when something happens, nobody comes after you.
Yeah.
So, but when I met Judy, my life changed. I stopped being with them people. I can remember driving to a park, taking her to a park like a gentleman would do,
Yeah.
and just driving up this way, a guy looks over, and I had to stop because it's kind of a respect thing, when you're in that situation. And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He says, "Hey, what you doing? Who's the babe?" or something like that. He said, and I said, "Oh, that's just Judy. But we're going to a park and hang out." And I got away from him as fast as I could because he was not one of them people that you don't even want to know him.
Yeah.
And I happen to know him from past, So yeah,
Very much like that Predator vibe. Yeah.
more of a. Like you said, if you knew him and something happened, they would say, "Well, who'd I meet last?"
Yeah, they're gonna go down the list.
They're coming down to you.
List,
I actually went to a birthday party. Our birthdays were on the same day, and I walked into the room, and everybody said, "I forget his name." That's what happens. You get old, you forget shit.
I don't forget anything.
But I walked in the house, and there was a bunch of people there, and I walked through the bedroom door, And next thing you know, I'm on the bed, pile of money in front of me, and a 45 to my head. And I'm like, and he looked at me and said, Jimmy, what are you doing here? I said, it's your birthday. It's our birthday. I brought a keg. And I had a keg in the back of my van.
Yeah.
And he let me up, and he said, never do that. Never walk in on him when, I don't know what was going on in the room, but it's like, I got out of there and thought, holy shit, I need to stay away from these people. I mean,
Yeah.
That's episode 3.
Episode 3.
More if you can
So
do
there's
it.
more.
There's more.
Hey, Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters,
Yeah.
we won't go down that road.
All right, well, so let's circle back to
Yeah.
Polk County music real quick.
Yeah.
What have Jim and Judy Taylor been up to? Because you guys have been popping up all over the place lately.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you another episode. Another episode, you can figure out how you want to edit all this.
Yeah, that's my stress.
When
right
I
now.
met Judy, I didn't know she could sing.
Okay.
Had no idea. I was playing guitar, picnic table stuff, and I went down. We've been married for like, I don't know,
5 years.
5 years. So they were having a party in the street. So I grabbed my guitar, took it down the street, got out back behind somebody's house. Do I hear something?
Oh,
It's just
Bo.
Bell.
I take my guitar down to the street, and I go out back, and I jump up on the picnic table, and we're playing CCR and a lot of the old tunes. And back then, my voice was a little higher, so I could hit some of the notes. And I had probably 4 girls and a couple of guys sitting around. They're all singing together, having a good time. And then Judy shows up, walking around the corner. And the first thing I heard, thinking, oh shit, there's all these girls, and Judy's going to be mad with me. She didn't give a shit. She stepped in the middle and just started singing with him. And then I realized, you can sing, honey. I didn't know she could sing. And kind of weird. You could be living with somebody for 5 years, play music, and never hear a peep out of her. And then all of a sudden she opens up her voice. It's like, holy shit, you can sing. And then I spent the rest of my life trying to get her singing. I got things to do. I don't have time for that. It wasn't until I said, you can make money, that she said, money?
Really?
I'll
You get paid
sing.
to do that?
And
I can get
that's also
paid
true.
while I'm showering.
The money brought the singing out. She still won't do it unless it's money involved most of the time, Or Trudy's there.
Oh my god. I need to shut my brain up.
No, you don't.
Wait.
You've got a lot of questions to ask right now, so ask.
What are you gonna do when Judy finds out you can also make money on? I'm sorry. I haven't even drank tonight.
No.
Now you see who's got the worst mind out of all of us. It's the younger generation. We just did stupid shit because we didn't know any better. We taught them better, and they still do it.
Now you bring that up, I'm gonna have to keep going on this.
Oh no.
So we were driving from Pennsylvania to
Are we telling them these stories?
we were driving from Pennsylvania to Florida, moving, and we had the van. So I'm driving the big van full of the furniture. She's in the back in the. I'm 32. You're 27. She's in the green van behind me, and didn't even have air conditioning back then. But so we have CBs, and we're talking back and forth, and I see the truck drivers all pulling up alongside her, and they're looking over the window.
Yeah.
So I'd say, I'm like, we're on a separate channel. I said, Jude, go on, flash him one. And she's, I am not flashing nobody. I said, they'll never see you again. I could never get her to flash a truck driver. Don't matter where it was. I can barely get her to flash me. So,
God damn it.
I could never make no money that way.
Oh my god. I was just making a joke. I don't know what to do.
That brings a story up I got to tell now. And I drove a truck. That's how I met Connie and moved down to Florida as I was driving a truck for a while.
Did you flash her?
No, but I was driving through Chicago in rush hour traffic, and everybody knows how quick that is. It's like the Tampa crawl here, or I-4, any fucking where. That was cool. Takes forever. So I'm driving in my truck, and I'm like, fuck, I need some patience. Take another one hit. About that time, I look out my window, and a big fucking burly, big bearded fucking guy, hairy fucking chest. How do I know? he flashed me. You know, because back then, I was young back then. On the back of my trailer in the dirt, I said,
You know what? Props to
be
that
a
guy.
flirt, show, raise your skirt or, show your tits, whatever. I wrote something in the dirt on the back.
Props to that
so-
guy. He's got a sense of humor.
So he comes up, he looks at me, and I look down at the same time, and he just smiles and goes, whoop, and I have to say that was the best titty flash I ever had in my life. It was from a guy, but it was just so fucking hilarious because it just, and if you're in rush hour traffic in Chicago,
Yeah.
it was just like the rest of my fucking drive was like, well, I couldn't get the hairy tits out of my head.
Here's the original Chicago beef.
But it was funny.
Yeah.
It was just funny as fuck. Made the rest of my drive kind of hilarious, so it wasn't bad. But yeah, that was the best titty flash I had.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh
a
my
guy,
gosh.
a big fucking burly. He's probably a welder.
Hey, we got some good stories, don't we?
Oh, fuck. We got more.
And I think
We
on
got
that note,
more.
we got to wrap things
Yeah.
up here and get things moving
Because
on.
I
Jim
got a
and Judy,
piss, I'm out of beer.
thanks for coming back for a 2-year anniversary in high definition. We're not shooting on GoPros anymore. We're shooting some good
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
Yeah. So every little stupid shit you said is picked up.
I didn't say much, I swear.
I know you were quiet tonight.
Trudy did not show up.
No, she showed up. She just tried to not know. She wanted we see her be true.
Oh, okay. Well, I wore the shirt, so we got
But
her.
Jim
I'm
Lee
incognito.
showed up. We got
I'm
a fun thing
incognito.
for you.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks you so much for coming out. We'll plug you guys.
It was
in.
so much fun.
I know you guys are getting ready. You were talking earlier. You finished paying off the house, and you guys are
Oh,
getting
yeah,
ready
we're
to start
we're
doing some
done.
travel and having some fun.
We're getting ready to travel, do some music along the way.
There you go.
We're
Got your
not
eyes
sure
set?
where we're going to go. Now I got friends calling me up. They're coming this way, so we have to wait till they get here before we can leave. So
Judy,
Well,
how
you
about you?
need- you
Any
need
dream
to dig in
destinations
Texas.
for your travels? Any places you really want to go?
No,
No,
I
just
just want
everywhere.
to travel.
she wants to get there fast, and that's not the point. We're supposed to get in the car. It says you drive 3 hours and you rest for 3 days, and then you get up the next day.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's called, a 3-3-3. 3 hours to get there, 3 days.
I want to
sitting
get
there,
out of the
and-
state of Florida
and be
within
there
a
by
month.
3.
Well, you can't do that in 3 hours. I'm sorry.
I know.
So get the
No.
fuck out of Florida.
Well, she wants
The
me.
3
He
hour
wants
thing
you
don't
to
fucking
drive
work.
10 hours and then rest for one day, and it's like,
Yes.
No, you take back roads the whole way. Stay the fuck off the interstate with all that stress. You get to see 10 times more. I do it all the time. Trust me. I'm a road tripper.
Yeah, he is. I'll give him
I
that.
love it.
well,
I
you
fucking love it.
The problem is
But-
if you're pulling a 27-foot RV with another 15-foot car behind you, you got to make sure you stay on a road that's.
Did you ever hear how much cheaper it is to stay in a fucking hotel than to pull an RV that you had to fucking pay for, pay
Well-
insurance for, pay extra gas to pull the son of a
Here,
bitch,
you
pay
forgot.
to fucking park it somewhere?
You
The
forget
hippie's
about-
getting back on his pedestal
Here.
again.
We're going to find out.
Let me teach you how to road trip.
Let me tell you how
Mark,
this.
let
this
them
how-
live their life, man.
this
If
how
we
it
don't
works.
kill each other first.
Yeah, that's the
I'm trying
trick.
to save that.
I have to get gummies to give her while we're driving.
There you
I
go.
understand why if you're fucking taking the interstate.
Oh no! We don't.
With a
We don't want to
fucking
take the
camper.
interstate, but we don't want to be stuck underneath the bridge because we can't get under it. But we do want to make sure that we go to hit the Moose Clubs because they pay well, and we can camp there for free, and just
And play.
play music, drink some beers, hang out, go to the. So it won't cost us too much as gas.
Yeah, hotel's cheaper. Laurel pointed at his phone. We got to quit. So.
He's
Thank
got,
you all.
Guys,
he's
thank
got a
you for
lot of
coming.
editing.
I know.
to do.
Can't wait to have you
Right.
guys back again, hear about your travels, and
You got a lot of editing to do, right?
yeah, I do a lot of editing
Oh
to do.
my goodness.
Oh my God.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I want to bang a drum.